Welcome back everyone. This is Around the World in 80 Days. القصة المقررة على منهج grade 11 أو الصف الثاني ثانوي. Around the World in 80 Days. So let's get started. This is a chapter 1. Okay. Uh, okay. The Mysterious Gentleman of Savine Row. Who wants to read? Mazen, can you talk?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get started. The Calm Life of Mr. Phileas Fogg. Phileas Fogg. This is a legendary. This is a main character. Let's learn how his life was calm and nice. Start, Mazen.
In the year 1872, in the busy heart of London, lived a gentleman who was unlike any other. His name was Phileas Fogg, and though many people had heard of him, very few truly knew him. He was a man of habits, of order, and of perfect punctuality. His home was in Savile Row, a quiet street known for tailors and fine houses. The neighbors sometimes wondered about this man, who seemed to live without change, without family, and without visible work.
Good job. That's wonderful. من الواضح إن الناريتور أو الراوي بتاع القصة directly told us about Mr. Phileas Fogg. He was a man of his habits. He liked order. He was punctual. راجل ملتزم بمواعيده. It's okay. And he lived in London. The story happens in the year 1872, okay, in one of London's very busy streets.
مستر
Uh,
سوري بس صوتك بعيد شوية. صوت
okay, okay. In
كده
this,
تمام.
the story happens in 1872. Our main character here is Mr. Phileas Fogg. He lived in one of the busy streets in London, and this paragraph tells us a lot about Mr. Phileas. ده بنسميه characterization in a story. طبعا narrator بيحكي لنا ويقول لنا directly that he was a man of his habits, he liked order, he was punctual, and so on. And he lived a comfortable life. The neighbors sometimes wondered about this man who seemed to live without change. حياته كلها okay مرتبة بتحصل مكررة without family and without visible work. يعني they didn't know exactly what does he do or how he earns a living. Okay, Mazen, paragraph number 2. Mr. Fogg's
Mr.
life.
Fogg, Mr. Fogg's life was measured by the tick of the clock. He left his house at the same minute each morning, returned at the same exact time each evening, and never allowed the smallest delay to interrupt his order. His meals, his reading, even his walks were organized with mathematical precision.
Good job. That's wonderful. Again, paragraph number 2 tells us more about Mr. Fogg. He was measured by the tick of the clock. شوف حلو قوي الاكسبريشن ده. Okay, he was measured by the tick of the clock and it shows his punctuality. يبقى this description shows how punctual he was. قال لك الساعة 5 it's okay at 5. He left his house at the same minute every morning, returned at the same exact time every evening, and never allowed the smallest delay to interrupt his order. His meals, his reading, and even his walks were organized with mathematical precision. كل حاجة was measured, كل حاجة was collaborated. Okay.
Some people thought he was cold and proud. Others whispered that he might be rich but strange. But the truth was simpler. Phileas Fogg valued calm, order, and discipline above all things.
Good job. So for the people, he was mysterious. Everybody was curious about his life. Some people thought that he was cold and proud. Other people thought that he was rich but strange. But the truth was simpler. Phileas Fogg valued calm. كان من أولوياته في الحياة إن هو to live in a calm, live in order, live in discipline. كل حاجة تبقى منظمة and organized above all things. Paragraph number 4.
Every day, at the same hour, he went to the Reform Club, a private gentlemen's club where London's wealthiest and most respected men met to read newspaper, discuss important topics, or play games. The Reform Club on Pall Mall was a place of polished oak tables, red, le- red leather chairs, high ceilings, and the constant rustle of newspapers. The men who gathered there were politicians, bankers, engineers, and men of science. It was a temple of reason and respectability, where arguments were sharp, but voices remained calm. There, Mr. Fogg spent hours reading and playing whist, a card game that required concentration and strategy. He spoke little, but when he did, his words were clear and precise.
Yeah, good job. This is a place, by the way, where we're going to witness a turn of events. هنا هنشوف a turn of events. The Reform Club. Every day at the same hour, he went to the Reform Club. This is a private gentlemen's club. Club for people. Where London's wealthiest, نوعية الناس اللي بيكونوا موجودين هناك, wealthiest, most respected men met to read newspapers, discuss important topics, or play games. The Reform Club on the Pall Mall was a place of polished oak tables. بيفهمك قد إيه المكان ده كان not for everyone, red leather chairs, light ceilings, and the constant rustle of newspapers. صوت النيوزبيبر أو الورق الجاف عامة بيعمل rustling. The men who gathered there were politicians, bankers, engineers, and men of science. يعني مش أي حد, مش common people went there. It was a temple of reason and respectability. طبعا ده بيفهمك ان الناس اللي موجودة scientists, bankers, teachers, where arguments were sharp but voices remained calm. الناس بتعرف how to argue, how to debate. Mr. Fogg spent hours reading and playing whist. Whist زي ما قال لك, this is a card game, okay, that required concentration and strategy. He spoke little, but when he did, his words were clear and precise. That's all about Mr. Okay, Phileas Fogg. يعني باين عليه إن هو sophisticated. He's not a normal or he's not a usual person. Okay, a new servant. This part of the chapter, it talks about a new servant. Okay, Ghaida, would you like to read? Thank you, Mazen. Ghaida, would you like to read?
Sorry, I started, but the mic was turned off.
Good.
On the morning of October 2nd, 1872, something unusual disturbed Mr. Fogg's carefully ordered life. His servant had left him suddenly, unable to endure his master's strict schedule and demands. Mr. Fogg, calm as always, simply placed an advertisement for a new valet.
Okay, good job.
That same day,
Wait. Let's discuss. Okay. So on the morning of October the 2nd, okay, 1872, something unusual disturbed Mr. Fogg. Mr. Fogg's carefully ordered life. إيه اللي حصل? His servant had left him suddenly. His servant, الخادم بتاعه, unable to endure his master's strict schedule and demands. يبقى what is the main reason يا حبيبة that Mr. Fogg's servant left him for? Why did Mr. Fogg's servant left him? Because he was unable to endure his master's strict schedule and demands. Endure معناها to bear up with, يتحمل. مش قادر to endure his master's strict schedule and demands. اللي هو يقصد Mr. Fogg's life يعني. Mr. Fogg, he was calm as always, simply placed an advertisement for a new valet. محتاج a new valet يعني حد يعني من السيرفنتس يعني. الفاليد خاصة this is a male servant أو خادم من الرجال يعني. Number two, the same day
That same day, a Frenchman named Jean Passepartout arrived at Steveroux to apply for the position. Passepartout was about 30 years old, with a friendly face, li- lively eyes, and the heart of the traveler. He had tried many professions: singer, acrobat, firefighter, and even circus performance. But now he longed for a quiet and steady life.
Good job. The same day, he got a new servant, okay, Jean, okay. He came to apply for the job. شاف الإعلان بتاع إن he wanted a valet. He was about 30 years old and had a friendly face, lively eyes, and the heart of a traveler. He tried many professions. اشتغل حاجات كتيرة جدا as a singer, acrobat, firefighter, even circus performer. And now he longed for a quiet and steady life. عايز a stable life أو عايز وظيفة تبقى steady. When Mr. Fogg, come on please.
Mr. Fogg interviewed him. The conversation was short and direct. "Your name?" asked Fogg. "Jean, but everyone's call me Passepartout," replied the Frenchman carefully.
Good
"You
job.
wish to serve as my..." Right.
Yeah, okay. When Mr. Fogg interviewed him, the conversation was short and direct. Your name? Asked Mr. Fogg. He said Jean. But everyone calls me Passepartout, replied the Frenchman carefully. قال له, you wish to serve as my valet? حابب تبقى my servant? قال له, yes, sir. I'm strong, punctual, and loyal. I left Paris because I desired peace and regularity. Okay, go on. Peace.
"Peace and regularity, you shall have," said Mr. Fogg, without changing his expressions. "My house is in order, and my habits never change. If you serve me well, you will find this place most suitable."
Good job. He told
Pas-
him that this is a place where you will find peace and regularity. انت هتلاقي هنا النظام هتلاقي فيه peace. My house is in order and my habits never change. If you serve me well, you will find this place most suitable. Okay.
Passepartout accepted with relief. After so many adventures, a life of calm sounded perfect. He did not yet know how mistaken he was.
Yeah, so he was, his life with Mr. Fogg fit to a T. يعني حياة كانت بالظبط اللي كان بيتمناها. Accepted the job with relief. And after so many adventures, a life of calm sounded perfect. Okay. All right. Let's go for the first impressions about the house. Thank you, Ghaida. Uh,
You're welcome.
Malak, can you read, please?
As soon as he entered his master's house, Passport noted its unusual character. The furniture was plain but elegant, polished until it shone. There were no pictures, no decorations, no family portraits. The only thing that seemed alive was the large clock in every room, all ticking in harmony. This is the home of a man who loves order more than life itself. Passport whispered to himself, well, at least it will be restful. He didn't know that within 2 days he would be traveling across Europe, leaving London far
Yeah.
behind.
Good job. So as soon as he entered his master's house, طبعا اللي هو Mr. Fogg يعتبر this is his master, okay, he noticed its unusual character. The furniture was plain but elegant. حاجات simple بس شكلها شيك جدا. Polished until it shone. Shining. It was shining. There were no pictures, no decorations, no family portraits. The only thing that seemed alive was the large clock in every room. All taken in harmony. كل الساعات ماشية مع بعضها in harmony في تناغم كبير جدا. This is a home of a man who loves order more than life itself. Okay, he whispered to himself. Well, at least it will be restful. على الأقل ده مكان هيبقى فيه راحة. He did not know that within 2 days he would be traveling across Europe, leaving London far behind. He didn't take this into consideration. هو كان بيدور على a peaceful place, a stable job, no moving, بس ما يعرفش إن his destiny will take her somewhere else. Okay, يا ترى إيه اللي هيحصل؟ This is what we're going to know in the second chapter. He did not know that within 2 days he would be traveling across Europe, leaving London far behind. Why would he travel? This is, you will know everything in the second chapter. Okay? مهم جدا ان احنا نشوف النوتس الموجودة عندنا in each chapter, values, discipline. Mr. Fogg shows the strength of order and punctuality, loyalty and service. Okay? اللي هي انك تكون عندك يعني انتماء, curiosity and openness. Okay? الidioms عندك measure by the tick of the clock. لما اقول somebody is measured by the tick of the clock معناها he's super punctual. A man of habit يعني he likes following the same routine every day. Heart of a traveler, a natural love for an adventure. He's a heart of a traveler يعني عنده بيحب ال travel adventures and so on. First impressions اللي هو first opinion about people يعني. الناس دايما بتقول first impressions always last. That's it for أو الانطباع الأول يدوم. That's it for chapter number 1.